For over 700 years, one warrior class shaped Japan's politics, culture, and myth more than any other: the samurai. From fierce battles and ironclad loyalty to dramatic betrayals and poetic ritual suicides, the samurai left behind legends that still echo through anime, movies, and modern martial arts. But who were they really? How did they rise, dominate, and ultimately disappear? Grab your katana. This is the complete history of the Japanese samurai. Our story begins over 1,000 years ago in the Heian period, around the 8th to 12th centuries. Back then, Japan's imperial court in Kyoto was powerful but far removed from the countryside, where bandits, rebellious clans, and rival nobles constantly fought over land. To maintain control, the imperial court began hiring skilled warriors from powerful regional clans to keep order. These mounted warriors, originally just private guards, evolved into a distinct class known as saburao, meaning to serve. That word eventually became samurai. Early samurai weren't yet the iconic armored knights we picture today. They were more like mounted archers, deadly with the yumi, the Japanese longbow. Their loyalty was pledged to regional warlords, not yet to the emperor alone. By the 12th century, the samurai had become indispensable, and they knew it. Two powerful clans, the Taira and the Minamoto, clashed for supremacy in the Genpei War, 1180 to 1185. The Minamoto emerged victorious under Minamoto no Yoritomo, who became Japan's first shogun, a military dictator who ruled in the emperor's name, but wielded the true power. This marked the birth of the Kamakura shogunate, Japan's first samurai-led government. The samurai now held the real reins of Japan. They weren't just hired swords, they were the ruling class. Over centuries, the samurai didn't just fight. They developed an entire code of honor known as bushidō, the way of the warrior. Bushidō demanded loyalty, courage, honor, and a willingness to die for one's lord. Failure or dishonor could mean committing seppuku, ritual suicide by disembowelment, to reclaim lost honor. This strict moral code, mixed with Zen Buddhism and Confucian ideals, set the samurai apart from mercenaries or bandits. They weren't just fighters, they were seen as noble guardians of order. Despite bushidō, samurai politics were brutal. The 15th and 16th centuries plunged Japan into the Sengoku period, an age of near-constant civil war. Regional warlords, or daimyo, raised armies of samurai to battle for land and power. Famous names emerged: Oda Nobunaga, the ruthless unifier who used guns to smash old traditions; Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the peasant who rose to power and completed Japan's unification; and finally, Tokugawa Ieyasu, who won the decisive Battle of Sekigahara in 1600 and founded the Tokugawa shogunate. Under the Tokugawa shogunate, Japan entered over 250 years of relative peace. The Edo period, with no wars left to fight, many samurai became bureaucrats, teachers, or idle aristocrats. Their swords, once essential for survival, became more ceremonial, a status symbol rather than a tool of war. Some samurai turned to philosophy, poetry, or tea ceremony, trying to preserve bushidō in a time of peace. By the mid-19th century, Japan faced a new threat: Western powers demanding trade and influence. The Tokugawa regime couldn't withstand the pressure. In 1868, the Meiji Restoration restored power to the emperor and modernized Japan almost overnight. The samurai class resisted modernization. They were asked to abandon swords, wear Western clothes, and let go of their privileges. Some rebelled, most famously in the Satsuma Rebellion of 1877, led by the legendary Saigo Takamori. Often called the last true samurai, the rebellion failed. The government abolished the samurai class, replacing them with a modern conscript army. After nearly a millennium, the samurai were no more. But the spirit of the samurai never truly vanished. Their ideals inspired Japan's military in World War II, sometimes darkly twisting bushidō into blind nationalism. Today, the samurai live on in martial arts, anime, films, and the enduring fascination with honor and discipline. From Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai to the countless katana-wielding heroes in pop culture, the image of the noble warrior persists. The samurai's legacy is a paradox. Warriors who longed for peace, poets who perfected the art of war, noble lords who could also be ruthless killers. They shaped Japan's history and continue to shape its stories. So next time you see a katana on screen, remember, behind that blade lies 1,000 years of legend, loyalty, and the unbreakable code of bushidō. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's incredible histories.